Just put on my clothes, go out, beat the shit off my boxing bag, go inside again, and keep working.
Yes.
And I have to respect my boxing bag a lot, because I have beat the shit off of him in 10 years now, but him still hanging. So a lot of respect to him.
If you do as much as you can all the time, it's almost like you live 2 lives in one. So that is kind of a motto I have.
Key to success is work hard, find out your why, and learn yourself to be very disciplined. Because hard work and discipline, determination will take you places. That's the key to success. What is your take on the Pride celebration? Welcome, 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 welcome. Today we will answer the question you sent us. We appreciate all questions and will include every single one of them. So no one will be unanswered.
But first of all, let me ask you, my brother, how are you doing? Can you tell us a bit about how life is going for you right now?
Life is going great. I still do the same as I have done the last 8 months. A lot of working all the time, training a lot, but only home. Skipping ropes, boxing and kickboxing in the boxing bag. I'm running, push-ups, sit-ups, like this, and spend time with my daughter. And for many months now, I have been excited when I'm gonna go on a holiday and visit you and your husband Karim. And on Monday now, on 6 more days, we will travel to Kristiansand and visit you for 5 days. So I'm very excited for that. I feel that it's gonna be good with a holiday now. Just a break from my normal and ordinary life.
That will be awesome. We are looking a lot forward to welcome you here. I'm so glad you want to come and take part in the life that I have created down south.
I hope so. Yeah, we are very excited to meet your husband again and his family and see the place you are living and see your daily life over there.
That's going to be very good.
Yeah, absolutely. We are so excited for that, me and my daughter.
And I just want to shoot in there because you have bought your own heavy bag so you can train boxing at home in your own garage. You did that many, many years ago, and we've had a lot of joy from that. And I know Evolve Combat sells really good ones. Thomas Formo, that was on our podcast, has his own web store, and he sells all the equipment you need, even the reflex ball, so you can sit in your living room and train on your reflexes for boxing. So I recommend going in there and buy your equipment today, because it is a lot more efficient to have all you need at home. You can just take the clothes on and go out and do your exercise without having to travel back and forth, and you save a lot of time, and that all of that time you put into this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. Yeah, it's take me 3 minutes to dress up and go out, and many time our training. Yeah, if you're gonna travel far and go back, that can be a factor that you not want to go yet. So it's so easy for me. Just put on my clothes, go out, beat the shit off my boxing bag, go inside again, and keep working.
Yes.
And I have to respect my boxing bag a lot, because I have beat the shit off of him in 10 years now, but him still hanging. So a lot of respect to him.
A lot of respect. And those are hard punches. I have never held pads for anyone that hits harder than you. Wherever I've been training, I've never held pads for someone throwing more power into my shoulders.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Happy for that. I'm a powerful puncher.
Yes. A knockout artist.
I am. Good for the UFC. I not sign up.
Yes. That is actually very true.
So how about you, Annika? How is your life going now? What's going on those days?
Yes, thank you. I'm very happy. I enjoy my life a lot, and I have not started working yet. So I think I mentioned it earlier that I got the job that I applied for. So I will start in the Children's Services again in a behavior institution where we work with therapy for behavior issues, like, for example, substance abuse or crime or these kind of things. But it is a while until I start, because we're waiting until the summer ends. So tomorrow I'm going on another interview to kind of get going with another job. So I'll tell you more about it if I get it. But up until that point, I'm just staying very active. I'm training, I'm meeting family a lot, and new friendship bonds are I'm starting to bond with new friends, and I'm very happy about that. So I've met a lot of great people lately, a lot of great conversations with the ladies down here in my city. I'm also very active in the mosque, so I'm participating a lot and going to seminar like lectures. And I will hold a self-defense course very soon, so I'm very excited about that for women in this city, girls and women. So I'll use the techniques that I know from my line of duty and from my MMA career, of course. So I'm very excited for that because I think it is extremely important for everyone to know how to protect ourselves. So I'm very happy if I can participate in just spreading some knowledge or lessons. And then,
Okay.
of course, I'm going to Belgium tomorrow to visit my sister-in-law. And as soon as I get back, you and your daughter are coming. So I'm very happy to just spend a lot of time with you guys and family now these days.
Oh, sounds great. A lot going on all the time. Annika is the most busiest person I ever met in my life.
Yes, and people ask me like, what are you doing these days? And to be honest, I don't know because I don't have a job yet. But I am super busy. Like from I wake up until I go to bed, there's never a single minute I sit and just scroll on my phone or can be impulsive. Like the time flies because I'm super busy, but I love it. Then I get the most out of life. I used to say that a long time ago that if you do as much as you can all the time, it's almost like you live two lives in one. So that is kind of a motto I have.
Great motto.
But now let's jump right into it. And we have gotten a lot of questions, so I'm very excited for this. And here is a question for you. Where are you planning on living in the future?
My plan is to move to Pattaya, Thailand. In 3 more years, me and my daughter will move over there and live there. If we have done success in the 101% podcast and I can live about this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then our plan is we're going to live and be stationed in Pattaya. And we were going to travel a lot around other places in Thailand to experience that. And also travel a lot around the world. But Pattaya, Thailand will be my base in the future. That's my plan and my goal. And where is Annika gonna live in the future? What's your plan?
To be very honest with you, I'm not quite sure, but I think I'll either stay here. Now I live in Kristiansand in the south of Norway. So I'll either stay here or I think we will move abroad. But this is something we're talking about and we haven't quite decided. There are many benefits with living in Norway when raising a family and all of this. But also there are many benefits with moving to another country and kind of creating your own thing. So it all depends on our desires and the success we have with our businesses and what kind of doors will open. So yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Another one to Annika. Are you done with your training for good?
I understand that question has come because I have taken a bit of a break. I haven't fought since November and now we're in May, so it's been quite a while. But I am not done and I will never be done training. I will always train. I will always take my health very seriously. And I will always train martial arts because it's extremely important. And for me, it is the best kind of workout and training focus I can have because you get everything: cardio, strength, explosiveness, and what should I say, like personal development in the training field. So no, I'm not done. And I'm also not done training MMA or competing in MMA. It's just that it has been so many things to deal with lately that I don't feel ready to fight. When I'm fighting, I need to be 101% committed. And right now, there has been so many big things to land with work and many situations. So I am on a fight break for a little bit, yeah. And a good one for you, Joakim. Do you want to get married?
No, I have no plan about to get married. For now, I like to be single, like to be my own boss of my own life. And for the next 5 to 10 years, I have no plan for even get in a relationship. Yeah, of course, when I start to live in Thailand and I'm gonna start to travel around the world, of course, I will meet a lot of beautiful ladies, hang around with, have some fun. But I believe that for the next 10 years, I'm not gonna be in a relationship. So that's my answer on that.
And then comes a very good one to both of us. What is the best advice the two of you ever received?
Okay, ladies first.
Ladies first. I think on the top of my head, I'll go with to just never disappoint yourself, to just always do whatever is in your power to fulfill you. Don't care so much about everybody else, what everybody thinks, and all of these things, but just stay true to yourself and do everything in your power to reach your goals and say no to everything that is not that, because you owe it to yourself.
Best advice I ever got is just start. So powerful those were, because so easy with people and also with myself. I have done it so many times. I'm gonna start to something, but before I do that, I have to fix this one, has to be perfect. I have to fix this one first, and I need to know that, and this one have to happen before I gonna do that. And when everything that is okay, then I will start. And that's, you just procrastinate. So the best thing is just start. So powerful, those two words.
Definitely, and I'll just shoot in very quickly. I don't remember if I sent it to you, but it is like a meme or a short video clip where 3 people are standing on a line shooting a bow and arrow on a blink, or what would you say, on a point, scoring points. 90% of people or 95% of people stand there, but they never shoot the arrow. Maybe 4% of people shoot and miss, and that's fine. At least they tried, because they shot only one arrow, but only 1% of people shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot, and they miss and they hit and they score. And I think that's a bit what you say. If you don't even start, 101% guarantee you will not succeed then.
Yeah, you did send this for me. It was a great one.
Right. And to the both of us again, what motivates you to keep going when times are rough? And if I will start, I think it is kind of a bit the same what I said earlier now, that I remember my reason why. Always know your why. Sometimes I have had to write it down and hang it on the wall just to remind myself my why. But I know it so deep within myself. Why? Why fight? Why have this podcast? Why apply for that job? Why do this? I know my why. That just a small reminder of that just turns on the light, just makes me super motivated. So you have to connect your reason for doing it so close to you that there is no gap.
For me personally, things that motivates me what motivates me when things are going rough, it's to create the best life possible for my daughter and for myself, and also to get the most out of the life, to become the best version I can, because I only have one shot in this life. So I would like to make the most out of my life and live it on my own terms.
And to you, Joakim, what is the key to success?
Key to success is work hard, find out your why, as we just talked about, and learn yourself to be very disciplined. Because hard work and discipline, determination will take you places. So that's the key to success.
And if someone are struggling a lot, how can we be more disciplined?
You just have to start in the small, in baby steps. Start to plan the day before, and you're gonna tell yourself you're gonna do it, and you have to keep your word to yourself also. You promise yourself, then you have to do it. And just start and build up the tolerance. Okay, I'm gonna train that next day, and then you do it, and 3 times every week, for example, and you start to build up your discipline. And the more you do it, the harder you'll be with yourself the easier it will become.
And I think it's extremely important what you say there about keeping the word to yourself, because if you start disappointing yourself, you kind of lose respect for your own words or your own desires, and that is a scary road to go down.
Absolutely. Because if you say something and you promise yourself something, but you even don't hold your word to yourself, then it's very difficult.
Definitely. And it affects your self-talk and what you believe in and these kind of things. So as you say, start small so you will achieve it and then build upon. So those were great tips. And here's a question to our podcast. How much have you earned so far? And I think I'll give the mic to the CEO.
I check my number here. We haven't earned almost anything yet. Almost no money have come inside yet. But we keep working, try to become better every day, become better on all the importance area we work about, become better communicators, entertain more, became better speakers, do podcast without the script, and became better in storytellings. And also the content we deliver have to be better and better. And we are actively working about that. And our goal is to always make the next episode better than previous year. And I feel we do that. So we just have to working. Our plan was to build us up first, then we're gonna start to earn money. And now we feel we have built us up. So now we're gonna start more focus and plan about how we're gonna earn money.
And how many listeners are there in each episode?
In average, we have 112 listeners per episode. And those statistics are collected from our first 65 episodes. And we are on 5 different platforms. Yeah, we have video podcast on YouTube and Rumble, and then we have audio podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and on our webpage. This is a question for both of us. What is the biggest challenge you are facing in your career right now, and how are you handling it? Annika can start.
So, speaking of the podcast business and our career in this, I think it sometimes is a bit hard that we don't always see the results that we want in a way. And that has been challenging at times, especially in the beginning. It was something that affected me. Now it is not so much anymore. But sometimes it can kind of like cross my mind that like, okay, are we doing good enough? What should we do? How can we improve? Like, it's a constant and never ending question about improvement. And that is good because that keeps us on our best. So I wouldn't say it's a challenge maybe, but that's what keeps me hungry. But at times when I've gotten emotional, then that kind of thought has been a challenge, that I've been like maybe not feeling like we're creating enough value, or maybe been a bit sad that we don't get the results that we want. But now I don't look for results in other people or in feedback at all. Now I only look at the quality of what we do in what we produce, and I'm very happy about that. And I always stay hungry to get better. So now I feel like I have moved on from the biggest challenge that has been difficult for me throughout this business.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, we have to focus on the process instead of the result. Because if you focus on the process, the result will come. And my biggest challenge, right for now, is to earn money on our podcast. And we are working on ourselves to improve ourselves all the time, in all area. And as I just said above, we are more focused on getting money in now. But we are handling it well. We stay calm, keep working, and doing our best, and the money will come. And another question, this is one for me. What is the most important strength or personality trait someone will need to be successful in your job? You need resilience, determination, and the will to never quit. And you also need an insane work ethic. And the will to learn and adapt. How much caffeine do the two of you drink every day?
So there is about 80 to 100 milligrams caffeine per cup of coffee, like normally. So at least 250, 300, I would say. And then, of course, sometimes I'll drink an energy drink like Nocco or something like that, which peaks me up to a solid 400 milligrams. And of course, sometimes a bit more if I have to function for a long time at work or late nights with training. So I'd say roughly 300, 400.
Okay.
What about you?
Me, I usually not drink caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
I just drink caffeine-free coffee for the most.
Mm-hmm.
But I like coffee. And when I not drink it so often, when I drink it, give me superpower. So sometimes, if I go in a cafe, I drink 3 cups of coffee. And sometimes I buy me 2 Monster energy drinks. That's if I go in the city, drive car or something. Yeah, I like to drink Monster then, but mostly caffeine free.
Mm-hmm.
If you two were a character in a movie, who would you be?
That is a very good question. I don't know. I'll give the mic to you first, I think.
I would like to be a James Bond.
Yeah.
He is very cool, calm, confident, real alpha male,
Mm-hmm.
well spoken, and him get a lot of beautiful girls. Go charming with them. Nice car, money. It's good to fight. So I absolutely will choose him.
I'd go with a superhero. I don't know which one, but just to have that character and make an impact on the world. Oh.
And what is your take on the Pride celebration?
I personally think that people can do whatever they want and be whoever they want as long as they don't harm others. So on the individual level, I honestly don't care what people do. But on a society level, I think that the Pride movement has gone very far, too far, because very young children from kindergarten age and what do you call it in English, like preschool and primary school, are now meeting transgender people and reading about it in the books from they are 3 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old. And that I don't think is good, because we all go through life and develop our identity, especially the first, let's say, 20 years of your life. You develop your identity, you become who you are. And we are confused sometimes, because who are you and who am I? And all of the things that happen, especially when we're youths, affect us a lot. And if you then always hear something about that you can choose to be a boy, or you can choose to be a girl, or you can choose to be nothing, you can choose to be this and this. And I read one day an article on webpage, an American webpage, that said that now there is 72 genders in the world. And I think that all of this is creating so much confusion and insecurity and mental health issues when it becomes as it has become today, when the confusion and it comes in at school and all of these things. Because I think that I saw a documentary about this. Very many people that change their gender and start with the operation, the hormones, all of this, regret it after a certain amount of years. And then they get a lot of mental health issues. And the statistics for suicide is really high with these people. And that makes me wonder about it all, So I think that something is very off. I don't think it is good that things has gone this far, and that the society kind of pushes this so much, that makes it so easy for people to be more insecure about themselves, to choose between 72 things, because we are born as male or female. And if you get 72 choices, you have many difficult choices to make. I think that I personally don't have an opinion what you do personally, or you to our listener, or you to on the street, or anything like this, but on society. I don't think that it's right for the schools or the government to do what they are doing in this movement. That's my opinion of it.
As long as people respect other people, don't hurt people, don't take their stuff, people can do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
But I am against this Pride celebration. I think it's too much. In Norway, we have one day every year, the Constitution Day, 17 May. That's the birthday of Norway, as we call it. And we have one day we celebrate that. But Pride have a whole month, all month June.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Pride have 1 month, and Norway only have 1 days. So it's too much. I have nothing against people who support Pride, but they can do it in silence. We not
Mm-hmm.
need to celebrate and have so much attention on it. They can go and do it in quietly, because I think it push it too much. And a traditional relationship, the man and the lady and the children, we not have 1 day celebrating that, nothing. So I think Pride, just do it in the quiet. It's much better, because it's too much. That's my opinion.
And I think that things has become very problematic as well, because many places in Canada and in the US, and people are walking naked in the streets to celebrate Pride. And it's like going around naked is a crime. Like you cannot do that. But on that day, I've heard police officers talk about this. Then they don't arrest people because it's Pride and they are celebrating. And it seems like the laws are washed away because of this celebration sometimes. And it's not okay. It's not okay for children to walk around and see naked people in the street. It's not okay. And I think that society wants us to have mental issues. That is my opinion in general. I think that's why they made COVID and all of these things. And I will not rant, because I could have many episodes about justice. So I will not. I will mute myself very quickly. But my final words is that I think that society wants us to have mental issues. They want us to be insecure. They want us to lock up at home and have a difficult time. And that's also why they are creating many difficult things in society, as insecurities, as so many choices, as washing away your identity. Because when you always are controlled, you are easy to control in other ways as well. When you're occupied with mental issues, it is more easy for the government or society that doesn't have good intentions for us. And I'll just wrap it all up with, remember what we're saying now. I am Muslim and my brother is Christian, and it's not okay for any of us to be judgmental towards people. In both of our religions, that is not allowed. So we are not judgmental. We don't judge anyone personally participating in this. You do you. But we're talking now about society, like the government, the movement, how it's pushed upon in society. That is what we're talking about now.
Yeah, totally right. So to both of us, what are 3 podcasters you will recommend to your listeners, and why?
First off, I'll recommend the 101% podcast, because it is extremely valuable. We create as much value as we can for you in all the topics that we find important for people to work on in life. I'll also recommend Modern Wisdom, the Joe Rogan podcast, and the Huberman Lab. And for our Norwegian listeners, I want to recommend Kenneth Berg, sin podcast Ganske Aktuelt.
For me, I recommend the Joe Rogan Experience, biggest and best podcast in the world. Joe Rogan, amazing communicator. He's so funny, cool, charismatic, amazing, good to ask question, follow-up question, and go deeper. And they have the most interesting people in the world on his podcast. And the second one, The Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett, is also amazing, good to ask questions, and a lot of exciting and successful business people on on his podcast. I believe he's the 5th biggest podcaster in the world. And number 3, the one and only, the 101% podcast. It's a great podcast. A lot of good content to learn how to become the best version of yourself. And it's just positivity. I can guarantee you, if you listen to this podcast, it's only do positive things for your life. So that's my 3.
And then to Joakim, what would be the title of the book about you if your worst enemy wrote it? That is a funny one.
The guy I hate, but actually I admire him.
Oh, that is so good. I love it.
Yeah.
I think that is very fitting, very appropriate.
Thank you. And both of us, are you a morning person or a night owl?
To be honest, it really changes throughout life. Sometimes I'm a morning person and sometimes I'm a night owl. That's when I get the most things done. Like if I sit up a full night, I can do all my work. But when I have to go with one, I'll say a morning person because I love mornings. I love waking up before everybody, starting my day because I don't know, I just connect better to everything in the mornings. I really love it.
I am absolutely a morning person. I like to wake up early, go out running, take my push-ups, start working. I love it. And special when I know other people is still sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And to both of us, how would you describe yourself with one word? And for me, I will describe myself as a warrior.
I think I would describe myself as a 101%er, a 101er. But let's try describing each other with one word.
Annika, I have to describe she as a machine. She is an extremely hard worker. She work all the time from she wake up until she go sleep. She have training, she do this podcast, working, go visit, make food. So she do something all the time, and she learning a lot. She is a machine. That's the best description.
Thank you. And about you, I would say that you are a 101er because I don't know. I honestly don't know how to explain you in a better way because you are 101% committed to everything you do. You wholeheartedly go into everything that you like. You do everything with 101% effort. You always want to do it the best you can and even better. So that is a huge compliment for you. And I look very up to you for that.
Thank you for that. Same wise. Or likewise.
Thank you.
We have many more questions, so we will answer the rest in the next episode. This episode was recorded on the 20th of May 2025. In the show note, you will find the link to our homepage, the 101percentpodcast.com, where you can subscribe to our free weekly newsletter, donate to our podcast, and all the information of our subscription you need. Take care of yourself and give it your best. If you like this episode, please share it with a friend. It is important for us to get out our message so we can help as many people as possible. And we will highly appreciate it if you could take 1 minute of your time to follow us on social media and review the show on Apple Podcast and Spotify. All links are below. Our Instagram is the 101% podcast. Until next time, take care and go 101% into achieving your goals. You owe it to yourself.